It's weird coming home from college when you're the youngest kid, mainly because I'm walking around the backyard and I'm seeing these old toys and I'm just like, oh, whatever, they're old toys. And then I remember I was the last one who played with them. I was the one who put them there. Like, unless my parents moved it out of the way when they were like mowing, those toys have been there since I dropped them, or like I forgot about them, or like I put them there myself trying to clean up or whatever. So as I'm walking around, I am quite literally looking at the ruins of my childhood. Like this grove in my backyard. This is where me and my siblings used to play house. Well, town, but yeah. And like somewhere in there is the gravestones for my fish. Like, they're not buried there, but the stones are there. The thing is, that's an even older part of my childhood. That was from when my siblings were young enough to play with me, before they went on to college or got too old in high school. So like, even when I was a little kid, I was looking at that and seeing like, man, that's a ruin. But also, being youngest gives me a great opportunity, because this isn't a video about an end. This is a video about time. Time stops for no man. Just because one empire falls to ruin does not mean another one won't take its place one day. My generation was not the first generation to live at this house. This house was built by my great-grandpa. My grandpa, my great-aunts and uncles grew up in it. They all eventually had kids of their own. And during that time, the house was taken care of by my great-grandma, till eventually she moved away and passed. My dad won the house in an auction. And then the cycle continues. The new batch of kids, and now they've grown up. And honestly, it's been kind of cool watching over the past few years, watching the house transition from like family house to grandpa and grandma's. And now the first of that next generation has finally been born. Meaning that in a few years the next empire will rise. The toys I grew up playing with will be played with again, and they'll get their own new toy. And time marches on. They'll make their own memories here. They'll leave their own artifacts and ruins of their empires when they're done. And eventually someone else will come in, and they may tear up all the ruin or build on top of them. And that's a good thing. Time stops for no one. We do what we can, we preserve what we can, and we fix what we can, until the next generation comes along and we let them take the reins. Because truly, there is nothing inherently good about the past. We like to idolize it, but that's just because we're looking at what survived. It's survivorship bias. Because yes, the toys that survived my childhood are made of better plastic than most of the ones made today. But the reason why is because those are the toys that survived my childhood. We're breaking toys left and right growing. And yes, quality probably has gone down since then. There's going to be pros and cons to every time period. And to say one time period is perfect and better than every other time period is just incorrect, because nothing is ever perfect, because us humans are not perfect. So don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of decline, because oftentimes decline is not the end, it's just transition. But sometimes ruins just mean no one new has moved in yet. So while for now these may be the ruins of my childhood, one day soon they'll be the monuments of the next generations. And that's life.